Yo guys, welcome. Today it's gonna be me, the Maker, and Agent Starcraft, which is, I guess, your nickname. You're gonna be focusing on the Starcraft 2 section. They're gonna be bringing you Hot of the Week, which is gonna be called Highlights of the Week. And today we're gonna be kicking off with the Starcraft 2 news from Park. Hit it, Park.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ancients. Starcraft isn't really needed, but I guess Ancient Starcraft is fine too. Whatever, that's cool. And first of all, unfortunately, as a news person or a caster, we would always love to say the good news and then the bad news. But I'm gonna do some things called, in American terms, ass backwards. By the way, I'm from the US. Everyone else in the staff is from the European server. So if you're a US caster, by the way, please contact me so that I don't feel alone. But anyway,
you're not alone. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm forever alone. So unfortunately, we do have to start up with some sad news. Is that Slayers has now officially disbanded. They have been officially disbanded since November 3rd. And I don't know if any of you guys know the issues pertaining around that, but long story short, it's one group, the players, says this, the other group, the management, says that. Both sides wind up fighting, they disbanded. And, I had my suspicions that Slayers was going to disband as soon as I saw Slayer's Boxer transferring to KT.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So I was like, why is Boxer moving from the team that he created to the team that he also created?
Yeah, the founder of
Yeah, so the founder of the two teams wanted to transfer over. It just got a little bit confusing for me, but with this coming out with Slayer's Jessica, who is his engaged, fiance is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Released a report saying that the players always had an open-ended contract, and if players found a better deal, and whatever tournament earnings that they did, they would get most of the money. Whereas someone like MMA actually stated that it was a slave binding, constricting contract where they can't even move out if they wanted to until their contract ran out.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of confusion there. I've been trying to get in contact with some of the contacts that new Slayers players, like Slayer's former Dragon, who's actually a Millennium now. He's been a Millennium for about half a year. And I've been trying to see what the end deal is, but unfortunately I couldn't get anyone to comment. Oh, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's I guess what is, yeah.
In light of that, we have the former Slayers Ryong transferred to Axiom Gaming. Now, Axiom Gaming is a very, very small, organization that just opened up. And they actually opened up on the 26th of September with recruiting Crank, who is also a former Slayers player.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be really interested what Ryong can do with their lineup. I mean, their lineup's only two, but
still considering.
They got two Codex players in there. From what I understand, Crank is a Code S caliber player, and Ryong has been in Code S, and they've always been within the 9 to 12 place in their MLG showings when they did appear. So I'm really excited for what they can do to Axiom. And also, finally, I leave you with the Lone Star Clash #2 tournament. Now, this tournament is a $16 winnings tournament sponsored by a lot of companies. Just to name a few: Red Bull, TT Esports, BenQ, Day9, all the big ones. And I think even AT&T is actually sponsoring this. So we're seeing a lot of outside corporations coming into the game. BenQ sponsored BenQ M5 from League of Legends.
Oh yeah,
even Starcraft player. I kind of know about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not only so into Starcraft.
No.
But players who are competing in this Lone Star Clash is someone like Startail Bomber, who's a very strong Terran player. We have Mionix Naniwa, fantastic
strong,
Protoss player. Violet, Azubu Violet, great player. We have Stefano there. Roots Major, who's a very steady player, Terran great player. Excuse me, my Korean's actually coming out.
Oh,
I was
stop!
speaking with my parents in Korean for about 2 minutes, so you gotta excuse me. And you also have two players who qualified from CSL and the Twitch qualifying, Quantic Hawk and Quantic XTC. And I'm really excited to see how this tournament's gonna turn out. This tournament, again, it's gonna be going through the 10th and the 11th. And it's going to also feature the Pro League Invitational, League of Legends Invitational, 15,000 double elimination, and the Ivy Law collegiate teams for college teams. 4 college teams are invited, single elimination for $5,000.
Oh yeah.
And now with that, even though I'm only a StarCraft 2 player, you also get some league news.
Yeah, more news. I was gonna say more league news, but that's
More league news, whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna hand it over to my partner, which I don't know in your screen if it's this way or this way.
It's
but
this
to
way.
the big-
It's this. It's
what's
on the-
going on?
Yeah.
Is this way?
It's yeah, that's true. That's right. That's,
Alright,
that's,
cool.
that's true. Yeah,
That
that's,
way.
That's right. Yeah.
What's
Uh,
going on in Dota 2 verse?
Well, Dota 2 universe right now is not doing well. It's pretty much all chaos right now. Teams scrambling to qualify for DreamHack. A lot of people are getting dropped due to several reasons. Fnatic having problems, and the most notable thing this week is going to be that MUFC was kicked out by Orange, which is a high Asian roster. A G1 league is currently going on, the finals, and most notable thing for the European section, I guess, is that Sing Sing, who represented the Team Zero, has now been kicked out and has been replaced by another German called Fassa. So that completes the roster with 4 Germans and 1 from the Netherlands. So that's quite sad news for the bad boy of Dota. You can, as I said before, we can. He's kind of like the same as Destiny, like with the rage.
Right. We were discussing this, by the way, for those viewers who are watching live right now or watching in the YouTube channel. The Maker and I actually discussed some of the news topics, and Sing Sing is the Destiny of Dota 2.
Yeah. So that's kind of the best way to picture him, I think. He's a funny guy though, but I think he's the kind of guy who makes a lot of enemies. But yeah, he was kicked, so it's sadly going to be a four-man roster consisting of of course a 5-man roster. But right now 4 Germans and 1 for the Netherlands. So that's probably not going to be. I mean, the last guy from the Netherlands, he's also a really good friend of Sing Sing. They were I wouldn't say the founders of the team, but they're like the core of the team, and he's probably going to leave as well. So that's it for Team Zero. That's their name. Do we have anything else big in the Dota news? We have, of course, Misery from the old MYM, currently joined LGD International, saying that everyone will start playing Dota 2 at a point in their career, in their time. So that's kind of a weird interview. I didn't reach too much into this, but this is he's stating that every league or HoN player will start playing Dota 2.
Yeah, and Dota 1, if the fans will and the viewers will allow me to call it Dota 1 now,
Yeah.
is that it started off with Warcraft 3, which was a hugely accessible game.
Yeah.
You could access it now for like $5 or something, $5 US American.
Yeah.
And a lot of my friends who play Dota are now transitioning to Dota 2, and a lot of League players are starting to transfer to Dota 2 again, since they're using League as a means to fill that MOBA gap.
Yeah.
That left by Dota, and HoN not being as graphically satisfying for the players.
Yeah, I think that's, and I mean, community-wise, they had the MMR system, which it also has, and I mean, it's a good thing, but I mean, graphic-wise, and I know a lot of people are going to dispute on this, but I think it wasn't as great as it could have been. But I mean, references and all that. I'm not gonna start a bashing war, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in terms of mobile, I'm just a League of Legends fanboy because I'm too lazy to go out buy the game. So it is what it is. And anything else going on in Dota 2 realm?
Well, one of the huge selling points for Dota 2 right now is that the beta keys that are currently, I mean, it's still in the beta, if you would call that. You can buy a key, which is 30 euros, or I guess $35. But a big selling point is that it's free to play if you have the key. It's not gonna cost anything. And of course, they recently expanded into China, and now they're also confirming that Japan and I think South Korea as well has been confirmed that Nexon is going to distribute games.
So Nexon is actually the distributor for the Asian
region,
like the community there. Okay, that's great. Yeah, having an international community is just a great thing.
Yeah, and I mean
for esports especially.
Yeah. So I mean, for Dota 2 to have that portfolio filled out, I guess right now it's getting filled out is huge. Like the Asian and the Asian countries in general love Dota. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Okay, well, unfortunately, this is about all the time that we have for news today. But before we go, I would like to remind you guys that Phantoms Esports is a community of international people. Obviously, I'm a South Korean that was born in South Korea that got immigrated to the United States. So they have someone like me on the team.
Which is kind of weird.
Which is very weird. Yeah, which is very,
we don't
very,
get that. We don't get
very
that.
weird.
Why are you on the team? What are you doing?
I have no idea. You're the one that was like,
yeah, I know.
Hey, Ancients, I have a great deal for you. I'm like, all right.
Let's do this now.
And I'm here. And now we offer that invitation to you. If you are a writer or want to be an esports correspondent where you get to write articles, post them on a big, well-organized website, check the link down below. Our website is phantoms with an S -esports.com. And we're looking for enthusiastic young writers who will be more than willing to put the time in to write about an article or two every couple of days. If it sounds like you, please give us a call. Well, not a call. I'm not going to give you my cell phone number, but
come on, Ancients, give it. We want it.
No. This pretty face is already taken, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I know. Cough, cough. Haha, it's a joke. It's an American joke, by the way. So it doesn't matter where you're from. America, Europe, Korea, doesn't matter. If you're Korean from Korea, thank you. Join me, help me, let me feel less lonely. Oh yeah, follow us. I'm at Twitter @ancients_RL. Maker is @themaker with the 3 instead of an E. And other than that, I think that covers everything for this week on Hot Week. The box in between me and the Maker, we want to play some really funny ass videos for you there. So if you have a really hilarious moment that you've played on whether it's League, Dota, Starcraft 2, or any game.
Yeah, just any game. Any game.
Send it to us. Like you guys set up an elaborate trap on Minecraft and it was hilarious. Send it to us. We'll review it. And if we think yours is the funniest, we'll feature it on our stream next time. So until then, I'm Ancients.
And this is the Maker tuning out.